Here's a painful truth. Most of the problems in your life aren't caused by chance. They're caused by you. Not because you're weak, not because you're broken, but because your brain is running a survival program that's years, sometimes decades, out of date. Today, you're going to understand the psychology behind self-sabotage, why you repeat the same destructive patterns even when you swear you won't, and most importantly, how to break the cycle. Once you see the mechanism behind it, you can't unsee it. Self-sabotage isn't impulsive. It's predictable, and it starts with a psychological mechanism called the safety loop. Your brain isn't wired for success. It's wired for predictability. Predictability feels safe, and safety means survival, even if the safe behavior is bad for you. This is why you stay in the same routines, the same habits, the same emotional patterns, even when they're destroying your potential. Your brain prefers a familiar present over an unfamiliar freedom. Self-sabotage begins the moment your brain detects a threat to the identity you're used to. It happens when you get closer to a goal, when someone believes in you, when life starts improving, or when progress demands a new version of you. These moments activate anxiety, not because you're failing, but because you're succeeding. Your brain interprets growth as danger, and danger must be neutralized. So you don't fall apart, you fall back. There are three main strategies your mind uses to sabotage you. The first is delay. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow or when things calm down. But delay isn't procrastination, it's protection, a way to avoid the emotional cost of change. The second is distraction. Suddenly, you feel the urge to scroll, clean the room, or check your messages. Your brain isn't unfocused. It's defending the old identity by flooding you with mental noise. The third is downgrade. You convince yourself the goal wasn't that important or that you didn't really want it. This is psychological self-defense. It's easier to rewrite the goal than rewrite yourself. These behaviors don't feel like sabotage because they feel familiar, and familiar feels safe. Your brain sabotages you to avoid three forms of psychological discomfort. The first is fear of failure, because if you don't try, you can't fail. The second is fear of success, because if you rise, expectations rise with you. And the third is fear of identity death, because becoming someone new requires letting go of who you were. The brain treats identity loss like a biological threat. So sabotage isn't the enemy. It's a signal, a sign that you're trapping in the territory your old self wasn't built for. To break the cycle, you don't need willpower. You need awareness. First, name the loop. When you feel the urge to delay or distract, label it. This is the safety loop. Naming the pattern interrupts it. Second, shrink the step. Your brain fears big jumps, not small movements. Reduce the goal to a 2-minute action. Once the brain sees low risk, it stops resisting. Third, repeat until identity shifts. When you prove to your mind over and over that the new behavior isn't dangerous, the sabotage fades. You don't beat sabotage. You outgrow it. If this helped you understand yourself better, you're already rewiring the system. Keep going.